Tonight, the family of the two victims speaking out for the first time about their devastating loss and who these individuals really were.
Yeah, they were very well known here at Blanche Ely High School. The two were more like brother and sister. They attended the school and graduated in 2023.
Bam. Bam. Okay.
Miramar police say that the shooting happened on Sunshine Boulevard near the Turnpike early Sunday morning. Investigators say that the shooting happened as a white sedan pulled up next to the driver's side of the Lamborghini and fired over a dozen times.
Look here, you see what appears to be a green Lamborghini pulling up to the stop sign. That's when a white car comes around and then quickly drives off. That's when the Lamborghini starts to drift and you can see it slowly crash into the home.
Now, I did speak with somebody who was at that gas station. They said, now this is allegedly, they said that the fight was real. The girl got her wig ripped off. DreamDoll Bri, a social media influencer out of the Miami area. She unfortunately lost her life after a night of partying, doing a shooting for a music video, lost her life driving a green Lamborghini Urus. Which is crazy because there's another YouTuber who rented that same Lambo. Was this a targeted hit? Were they targeting her or were they targeting the people inside of the vehicle? That's what people are trying to find out. So I'm going to give you all the details. I'm going to give you everything that's going on with this case. Not only that, even show you the potential suspect's car that has been leaked online, if it's him, allegedly. So we'll find out. Fugitive TV, stay tuned. Welcome to Fugitive TV. I am your host, Ray Marcel. And what we do here is we take a look at cases of missing individuals, anything true crime, fugitives on a run, and we try and give it a deeper look and a different perspective. I can give you a different perspective than what some creators can do because I was once a fugitive on the run from the law myself. I ran for 15 years. I lived in different countries under different names, eventually turned myself in. Now I'm a motivational speaker and I help family members try and get justice for either loved ones or try and find missing individuals. Well, we're talking about a case today of a social media influencer called DreamDoll Bri. She had a lot of followers on TikTok and a lot of followers on Instagram. Now she is based out of Florida, out of the Miami area. Okay, I'm in Florida. So I know the area pretty well where everything happened at. We're going to talk about this. Now, the thing about what's going on with her is the suspects still have not been caught yet, but there's so much circulating online, so much speculation of who could have been this person, could have been that person. We're going to get down to it so you can decide what do you think and who do you think is responsible for this. So DreamDoll Bri, who was 21 years old, real name is Brianna Johnson, out of, like I said, around the Miami area, okay? Now, she was out, this happened 4th of July. Now, she was out celebrating and partying. They rented an Airbnb, a mansion actually, threw a big party. There was even a scene where they threw allegedly $100,000 in the air. They were filming. Some people were saying they were even shooting scenes for her music video because she has a song that's out. Now, they eventually left the Airbnb and then went to a gas station, okay? Now, they made a stop in between there and the gas station. Allegedly, they went to a club too, but then they stopped at a gas station. Now, at the gas station, there's a little scuffle that happened. A fight broke out. Bri was there. And then I guess everything happened after that. Now, I spoke to somebody who was at the gas station. I'm going to let you know what they told me. But after they left the gas station, allegedly she went to drop off her hairdresser. Now, it was 4 people in this Lamborghini Urus. This is a green Lamborghini Urus. Actually, which is a rented Lamborghini Urus. Another YouTuber rented this same Lamborghini who's actually covering his case, which I'm going to show you. But so this Lamborghini Urus had 4 people in it: Bri, her cousin AJ, another person, and then her hairdresser. So they dropped off the hairdresser at her home. Right after they dropped the hairdresser off, right after, a car is following Bri, seen on camera, and then opens fire on the car that Bri is in. Now the car, what they're saying, is a white BMW. Now there's 3 suspects in the car. The reason why we know this is because when you blow up the footage, you see gunfire coming out, or I should say a weapon hanging out of the passenger side of the window, okay?
Look here, you see what appears to be a green Lamborghini pulling up to the stop sign. That's when a white car comes around and then quickly drives off.
And then, of course, somebody has to be driving, right? So they're firing. Now, this is what the news is showing you, but there's a different angle. Now, the Lamborghini gets hit and you see it's going to slow down. And then the BMW looks like it makes a left-hand turn. But after it makes a left-hand turn, it's not done. It continues firing. Somebody's actually sitting behind the driver's seat, hanging out the window, firing even more at the Lamborghini, making sure it's a done deal. The BMW, or the white car, drives off. Unfortunately, Bri was hit and she lost her life. Now, all 3 individuals in the vehicle were hit. It was Bri, her cousin AJ, and also a 3rd individual. AJ just lost his life. I believe it was today. So my condolences go out to the family. And I believe the 3rd individual, he is still alive. So I'm going to read you this article from CBS News. Sorry, I can't even talk today. CBS News. It says second victim dies in Broward triple shooting that terminated the influencer DreamDoll Bri. Okay. Police in Miramar say a second victim has died in a fatal triple homicide that left a South Florida influencer known as DreamDoll Bri unalive. Now, we have to say unalived on YouTube because certain words they want to ban, so we can't say the M word, MURDER, red rum. So just excuse me if I'm dancing around certain things. The second victim was identified by Miramar police as 21-year-old Arthur Lee Johnson III, also known as AJ. A third victim, who was not identified, has since been released from a hospital after having his jaw wired shut. What happened to DreamDoll Bri? According to Miramar police, 21-year-old Brianna Johnson, known on social media as DreamDoll Bri, was riding inside a green Lamborghini early Sunday morning when it says, now here it does say, a white BMW, okay, white BMW, pulled alongside the vehicle and opened fire, striking it multiple times. Investigators said the Lamborghini then crashed into a nearby home after rolling through a stop sign. Surveillance video appears to show the moment when the gunfire broke out. Newly released 911 call also shed the light on terrifying moments after the shooting took place. The calls capture frantic scenes, desperate pleas for help following the shooting Sunday. In one call, caller is heard screaming through tears while pleading with dispatchers for help, while another repeatedly begs for an ambulance. Now it says family and friends mourn the loss of 2 cousins. Family and friends are mourning the 2 cousins who both graduated in 2023 from, I believe it's pronounced Blanche Eli High School. And this is AJ. That's Bri's cousin, who unfortunately just passed away today. Arthur Johnson II, AJ's father, is working to dispel rumors following the shooting, asserting that his son had no gang affiliations, which we're going to talk about. I raised those kids. They weren't troublemakers, Johnson said. Miramar police are actively investigating the incident, pursuing leads into a potential dispute that may have occurred earlier. Investigators said the group had visited a mansion Airbnb party, a nightclub, and 2 gas stations prior to what happened. Now, after this happened, the internet does what the internet does. It just went wild. Online detectives and sleuths started putting things together, and all kind of things happened. Well, first, let me tell you, some people are, you can say, getting thrown under the bus, getting blamed, and everything else. So we're going to go through these scenarios. All right. I'm also going to tell you my perspective on each scenario, if it makes sense. All right. So let me show you exactly where this happened at first. So this right here is Miramar. Like I said, it's pretty much outside of Miami, almost like a suburb of Miami. If you're not familiar, it's the best way to describe it, which I'm going to zoom out and show you guys. Okay. Well, right here is where it happened. You see, it's a neighborhood. Everything is on the grid. Okay. Meaning, you know, northwest, southeast. And it happened where you see that video footage. The car's driving up. The car stops at this intersection. All right. And then you're going to see the second footage of that car driving down the screen. All right. So this is where it happened at. Let me zoom out to give you a better. Now, as you see, you have Hollywood right here. And if you're not from Florida, you don't know there's a Hollywood in Florida. I didn't know till I moved to Florida. I didn't know there was a Hollywood, Florida. Then you have North Miami right here. Miami, as in the core Metro Miami, is down here. Let me scoot this up for you guys. Down here on the bottom. All right. So Miramar is pretty much, it is north of Miami. All right. Right outside of Hollywood. But for you guys that's never been to Florida, the easiest way to say is Miramar's right next to Miami. All right. I told you she dropped off the hairstylist right before everything happened. Now, some people are throwing the hairstylist under the bus. Some people are saying the hairstylist set her up. I'm going to read to you one of these posts right here on Instagram. It says that hairstylist knows exactly what the F happened, how Bri was being followed. Y'all all got in the same car. You got dropped off first, and then the car got shot up. Why the F it didn't get all shot up at the moment you was in it? All right. Then you have people agreeing with her, right? And then you already told. Then some person says you are sick, quick to blaming other people, just speculation with no facts. And then another person says she definitely knows what happened. They gave that up. They started shooting as soon as you got out of the car. Another person says pointing the blame. And then another person says maybe they realized they were doing drop-offs after they seen her get out. And once she did, they realized they had to shoot the car up now because the persons they actually want to shoot got dropped off next. So you have all these people going back and forth, pretty much blaming who did it, that, or, you know, that the hairstylist is involved and things like that. Now, some people are saying the hairstylist was jealous of her, or that the hairstylist wanted to get Bri robbed. Now, here's the thing, guys. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. Born and raised in Los Angeles, California. Spent my life through Compton, LA, things like that, all right? Home of the Bloods and the Crips, the Sureños, the Essays, you name it, they are there. I've been to so many states and cities. The one state I can say that pretty much holds weight to the gang activity as California would be Chicago. Chicago would be right there with California, okay? When it comes to every state I've seen, and I've been through, I think, 47 states, all right? But the reason why I tell you this is if somebody wants to get somebody else robbed, usually it's not by a drive-by shooting. Now, when I did my little time, all right, I was in there with tons of people who did drive-by shooting, or even walk-bys, if you want to call them, or walk-ups. Even a couple people that did it on a bicycle, one on a motorcycle, you name it, they did it. I met them, I talked to them, and all kind of stuff. All right. Now, I can tell you from everybody that I've associated with it and I've talked to, none of them did a drive-by shooting in the middle of robbing somebody. Every single time they did this, it was personal. They wanted to make sure they were gone. They didn't care about how much money was in the victim's pockets, what was inside the car, or even who was inside the car. Now, some of this, a lot of it was gang related. Okay, it would be gang related. The enemies would, let's say, shoot up somebody, and then in return, they would go and shoot up the enemy. It was gang related. A lot of it's gang related. Now, I have a book that's coming out right here called Ray Redemption. Okay, it's about how I grew up, my life on the run until I turned myself in. Now, there's a section in this book that I really haven't talked about much, but it's in the book. All right. And it's about when I was about 13, 14 years old. I'm at a party with an older relative of mine because I snuck out the house. And guess what happens at the party? Drive-by shooting. They shoot up the whole party. I'm running out of the house now in California through LA. I think we're in Paramount at the time, which is kind of like outside, a little bit outside of Compton, just to give you guys a picture if you're not familiar. So they have these alleyways between the houses. So they shoot up the house. My cousin grabs me, we jump a fence, and then we start running through the alleyway. I run for a few blocks. I don't remember how many. We get tired. We get to a corner, and I bend over. I have my hands on my knees, and my cousin's behind me, and then he looks and says, "Oh my God, you're bleeding." I take my hand, I put it behind my leg. That's the last thing I remember. I wake up in the hospital. I unfortunately was hit by a bullet. Okay. Bullet was lodged into my thigh. I don't remember exactly feeling anything until I woke up. It felt like my leg was on fire. Come to find out, what happened was a rival gang came and shot up the house. All right. I'm not even part of anything at this moment in time with anybody. I'm just there enjoying myself, but enjoying myself with the wrong people and the wrong crowd. I'm at the wrong time and at the wrong place, and I end up becoming a victim. Now, the reason why I say that is because could Bri have been a victim? Was there a certain person in the car that might have been targeted? Now, I don't think the hairstylist would have been involved as in, I'm going to get somebody on her because I want to get her robbed. That does not make no sense from my journey in life, seeing things that has happened on the street. I've never seen it played out like that. Usually this happens because it's personal. They've been following you, and this is what they're going to do to you, and this is already planned. Now, it could be last minute, which I'm going to give you an example of a last minute. But another person came out and said that the hairstylist's ex-boyfriend has beef with Bri's cousin, who was in the car, who unfortunately lost his life today. My question to that is, I can understand maybe if it was the hairstylist's boyfriend, but you guys said it's the ex-boyfriend. So why would the hairstylist be communicating with her ex? Like, hey, this is what you're going to do. It's her ex. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but what did Bri's cousin do if this is the case? What did Bri's cousin do to deserve for you guys to follow them, because that's what you did, and then pull a drive-by on the car?
I'm about to study with a level 1 trauma. 21-year-old female patient. She was involved in a shooting. She's been shot multiple times. At this time, we have entrance wound to the back, another gunshot to the left, to the right, the thigh area. She's breathing right now 18 times a minute, sitting at 98%. Heart rate is 109. We're assisting ventilations with a BVM. This time she's a GCS of 3. What else we got? All vitals are within normal limits. She has a chest needle flying to the back, turning into her right thigh. And we're not requesting any orders this time. We'll be in our facility here for 5 minutes, due on arrival. Rescue 19 to regional, you guys copy. Rescue 19 to regional, you copy trauma alert, 21-year-old female. Rescue 19 to regional. Rescue 19 to regional. Please confirm you copy the level 1 trauma alert.
This is regional.
Good morning, regional. This is your rescue 19 and Raleigh facility with a 21-year-old female patient. Chief complaint at this time is level 1 trauma alert. Please have the victim in a shooting. She currently has a gunshot wound to the back, upper back area. She has another gunshot to her right thigh. This time, all her vital signs are within normal limits. She is unresponsive. We're working on getting a BGL for you guys. We're unsure if she has any gunshot wounds to her area. There's a lot of blood in that area. We have an ID established. We're not requesting any orders at this time. BGL is 294. We're in route to the facility now. We've been about 5 minutes. We'll advise of any changes.
Is the GCS is 3? What's the GCS rescue?
Current GCS is 3. She's not responding.
Copy, see you in the...
Good morning, regional. This is Miramar Rescue 19 and route to the facility with a level 1 trauma. 21-year-old female patient. She was involved in a shooting. She's been shot multiple times. At this time, we have...
Now, the second scenario, I told you guys, they were at an Airbnb during a mansion party. Now, during this mansion party, allegedly somebody in the party, okay, pretty much got robbed. There's a bunch of little rumors floating around exactly what happened to him, so I'm not sure. But allegedly somebody at the party got robbed. Now, I don't know by who and who it was. So some people could be linking this, what happened to Bri, as of what happened at the mansion party, because it was Bri's party. I mean, depending on who was robbed or what happened, you know, it could make sense. Now, the main theory is after all the partying, Bri stopped at a gas station. All right. Now, at this gas station, a fight broke out between some women, and some men even got involved in this fight. Now, we don't know exactly who all was involved in the fight, okay? But during this fight, one girl allegedly got beat up and her wig fell off or got yanked off. Bri took the wig, and you could see Bri kind of dancing around with the wig, almost like she's making fun of everything. And then the one girl who got the wig took, and she's kind of standing there looking a little embarrassed, okay? Now, I will say, the girl who got her wig taken, she did go on TikTok, all right? And she did say that, hey, the reason why a fight did break out, but the reason why Bri is dancing around my wig is because I let her do it, and she's showing off for shooting a music video. She's dancing around the wig, showing off for the music video. But some people are saying it doesn't look like you're agreeing to Bri with your wig. And when you look at the video, the girl's kind of standing there, right? I'm not calling her a liar, but it just doesn't look like it. Now, some people are saying because of this altercation or this fight, this is possibly what led up to somebody following her and doing this to her right after she dropped off the hairstylist, which could be very possible. You guys know Tupac, right? What happened in a Tupac thing? How did Tupac lose his life? If you guys remember, it was a Mike Tyson fight in Las Vegas. Tupac got into a fight with an alleged other gang member that he knew from Los Angeles. They pretty much jumped the guy. The guy got mad, came back, and shot up the car. That's allegedly of what happened. Now, there was some beef way before that, but that's kind of the gist of what everybody knows. So I can see that happening if this is the case. Now, I did speak with somebody who was at that gas station, okay? Before I do these videos, I try and reach out to everybody I can, all right? Some people reply back, some people don't. So this person replied back to me. I told them I would keep them anonymous, but they were there at the gas station. They said, now this is allegedly, they said that the fight was real, the girl got her wig ripped off, and that Bri did have the wig and was kind of making fun of the situation, and that the other girl, the girl that got her wig ripped off, she was not agreeing to it. She almost had no choice. This is what the other girl told me. She said she almost had no choice because what's she going to do, get beat up again? So she says that the girl who got her wig ripped off, who's on TikTok now saying that, hey, this was part of the music video. She's basically saying she's not telling the truth about this. Now, could this be the truth or false? We don't know. I could see the girl on TikTok. Okay. I could see her saying, hey, I agreed for her to do this. Because think about it. If she's involved, I'm not saying she is, but if she was involved with what happened to Bri, okay, I could see a person covering that up. It would just make sense. Now, the Lamborghini Urus, some people were thinking it was hers. It's not. It was rented, actually. It's funny. Another YouTuber named Trap Lord Ross rented this same exact Urus. And he didn't find out until he started covering this case and realized that's the Urus he rented because the license plates matched.
So the green Lambos, I'm not going to lie to you, that looks identical to the green Lambo I rented when I went and linked up with 6ix9ine. Don't make me find out that's the V that got shot up. Do you think I can find a shot with a license plate in it? I got the license plate right there. No, it's not. No, it is not. It can't be. Bro. Wait. No way. No. What? DNZ. Bro, I drove. What the?
Now, they're saying they're looking for a white BMW. Now, once again, online sleuths, guess what? They found somebody with a white BMW, okay? Here's an Instagram picture of somebody that's on a white BMW. Allegedly, there's some text messages and inboxes going on that this guy is pretty much saying that, yeah, I did it or didn't do it. There's all kind of speculation going on right now with this person, this post, and this BMW. There's also some more pictures floating out right now too. There's even his name is out there. The guy's real name is floating around. I'm not going to mention it now because we don't know exactly if he did it or not. But in some of these inboxes, he is admitting to it. But that doesn't mean he did it, because nowadays, guys, if you don't know, what people will do nowadays, especially these young kids, when tragedies like this happen, they want to get clout. They want to get clicks. They want to get their followers up. So some of these people will be like, yeah, I was part of that and did it. Yeah, I know it's stupid, because once they start going to jail and get handcuffs on them and that judge starts saying you're looking at life, now they want to point fingers and start telling, I didn't do it. I wasn't even there. I was just lying. I was trying to get likes for Instagram. He did it. I've seen it all the time, and nowadays it's even happening even more, because I'll be honest with you, these kids ain't cut up for the life. Like, they're not cut for this life how it was. It is definitely not the same. But if you ask me, I don't know if this person's involved. I don't know if they did it. I don't know if it's the same car. It's a white BMW. It does look the same, but I guess we're going to find out. So I'm not going to place the blame on this individual. But what I will say is, whoever did do this, this was personal. Like I said, everybody I've known that has done something similar to this, okay, because I've been in unfortunate circumstances where I have been around some people like this. It's always been something personal. It's either been gang related, this person owes me some money, or another person got embarrassed over, hey, I got beat up and this is what happened. So the gas station theory, if you ask me, would probably be the best theory out of all of them. Or if this guy really got robbed at the mansion. I really don't think it's the hairdresser. I could be wrong. But I don't see what she would have to gain over this. Even if she was jealous over Bri, because some people said she was jealous. Even if she was jealous over Bri, if she's the hairdresser, was Bri paying this woman to do her hair? Think about this, guys. Was Bri paying this woman to do her hair? If Bri is paying this woman to do her hair, why are you going to take out your client? You taking money out your pocket now. If Bri blows up and gets bigger than what she is, and people start asking Bri, who did your hair, they're going to refer her. So I highly doubt that this woman who's making money off Bri and can potentially get some fame off Bri is going to take Bri out and take money from her pocket, and at the same time maybe ruin her chances of getting big. So that part I don't see. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't see. The other two theories make a whole lot more sense. You guys let me know below what you think. Who you think is responsible? Do you think the hairdresser? Do you think somebody at the gas station during the fight? Or if this person really did get robbed at the mansion party and got mad and went back and got some homies to shoot up Bri. Now, there are witnesses that are saying that they did see the white BMW around the gas station, and they did see the white BMW following her a few places. So some people are saying that, but that's speculation. I really don't know. But you guys let me know. What do you think about this whole situation? Now, I can tell you one thing, guys. If you're ever anywhere, all right, and some drama breaks out, just leave. Just go home. Go home. Just leave. If you're at a party and somebody's getting robbed and stripped down, leave. Time to go. If you're at a gas station, you see a fight break out, leave. It's time to go. I don't know if you know this, but gas stations are one of the worst places to be at nighttime to lose your life. So something about gas and getting gas, people lose their life almost every night in these big cities. So just go home. That's all I got to say, and that's my message to you. But please let me know what you think. Please like, subscribe, all right? And not only that, hit that notification bell. Join the membership. The membership helps me go full time. It helps support the channel. We're almost at 30,000 subscribers. I am one of the fastest growing channels in the true crime sector. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. Please love one another, take care of one another. Until next time, this is Fugitive TV, and I am out.